in the back, like cheering at the end of a song, and I felt like I was the only one who had an out loud exclamation. So I'm glad to know I'm not alone. Marblehead! Oh my goodness! Yeah. So I've never been here actually. I'm from Oregon originally, the other ocean, and a while back I moved to North Carolina to Asheville, but believe it or not, before then I had never seen a cardinal in my life. Can you imagine my surprise? Right? And then against the snow. Wow. They still get me. Now, I just recently moved to Portland, Maine, so we're neighbors. I'm going to be coming down to Marblehead more often. It's a good thing I didn't get here early today, because y'all have a really beautiful beach and all these little shops. I noticed. All right. Thank you for the warm welcome. That was an introduction like I never had before. I'm still recovering. I feel like I have to buckle my seatbelt after that. There's a red bird out my window, and she's staring straight through me, singing sweetly from the branches of that old dogwood tree. Oh, there's a red bird out my window, and she keeps watch over me. Oh, little red bird, how do I know you? And how did you find me? You, my grandma, or my sister, or a love from long ago. Red-winged angel out my window, will you be here when it snows? I hope to see you in the morning, if not again someday, when I'm a red bird out your window. I'll sing while you play the piano with your daughter, and let the dog inside. Or maybe we can both be red birds side by side, singing sweetly from the branches. Songbirds side by side, red-winged angel out my window. Go safely when you fly, oh little red bird out my window. Go safely when you fly. Ooh, ooh, ooh. anybody's worried, because inevitably after a show, someone will come up and put their arm around my shoulder and say, "You know, the bright red one is a boy." A little creative liberty, but in my research, because I looked it up in the guidebook, I'm like, how have I never seen these before? Looked it up, but did you know that the female cardinal is one of the few ladybirds that joins in song? Yeah, most of the singers out there are fellows. I didn't know that. Anyhow, so I'm still working on my New England geography, but I'm in love with Maine. Love Maine. And the other night, have any of you been up there to Peaks Island? Yeah. Yes! One person? Oh, you guys should get your ferry ticket. It's like a 17-minute boat ride from Portland. But I was playing a house concert, and a friend of mine was opening the show, and I went back to watch, and it was beautiful. There's like a piano and the sea, but I noticed on the coffee table right up near the stage, there were these two horses, like those plastic ones that stand up, like they look very serious. But two horses on the coffee table that were like watching the show. They were not there during the sound check. Wow, so when it was my turn, I went up and wanted to know, where did these horses come from? They took the ferry across, I imagine. But there was a little girl right up front, 6 years old. I didn't want to make any assumptions, but they did belong to her, and she had a whole tote bag filled with these ponies. Only two were on the coffee table. But I noticed that there was also one more, like down kind of almost under the couch. I said, "Oh, what are your horses' names?" And the first two, on the coffee table, Frost and Stormy. Pretty classic. But I said, what about that one? And she said, "Oh, that's Pinata Grace." I tried not to laugh out loud when I heard that, but indeed, Pinata Grace. Well, wow, tell me about that. Apparently her dad named the pinata, but this whole time the pony. This whole time I'm thinking, did this horse fly out of the pinata? We need the backstory. But eventually it just came out that, grace comes from many places. Sometimes pinatas. Not always. But, this was a moment of grace, I suppose, when I was working at a coffee shop. This is based on a true story. Well, Shirley had a sweet tooth. They came out in gray, blanketed the sky for more than 8 days straight. She come down to the bakery and her friends were waiting outside. She stepped up to the counter. I asked her what she'd like. She said, I need my rainy day medicine, my rainy day medicine. Child, key lime pie is heaven sent. 1 piece for me and 2 for them. She looked over her shoulder at her friends. Oh, honey, I write my own prescription when it comes to this rainy day medicine. When it really wasn't certain where Shirley made her home, she always had a rucksack and blankets in a row. Time to time I'd see her out there walking in the direction.